Hey, what's going on, family? Today, we're going to talk about Nvidia because apparently there's someone who is stating that Nvidia stock is cheap in many ways. Not just one, not just two, many ways. And this particular analyst is trying to say that there's 34% upside for this stock. Let's see what they're talking about. One of the new biggest bulls on Nvidia Corporation stock now think it packs 34% upside as it remains, quote, cheap, a cheap way to play the booming artificial intelligence trend. Nvidia is the AI company. Truist Securities analyst William Stein wrote in a note to clients yesterday. Quote, its leading position in parallel compute and AI is owing less to its chips and more to its culture of innovation, ecosystem of incubancy, and massive investment in software, services, and models. It's bigger than just a chips company now is what he's saying. And if it's going to be bigger than just creating hardware, then this particular company have massive upside. These are the many reasons right here is what he's trying to say. It's because they're building a culture of innovation, an ecosystem of incubators of ideas just willing to come and be birthed into artificial intelligence, and massive investment in software, services, and even large language models. These are areas that William's trying to tell us that they haven't even tapped in yet for Nvidia. Now think about that. So according to him, all of this is worth 34% increase in Nvidia's price. That's it. Stein upped his price target on Nvidia shares to $1,177. $1,177. So let's see how far is that from where price currently is in Nvidia. $33%. That's where he think the price is going to go. That new target ranks fourth amongst those listed on FactSet from analysts who've put out notes in the past month. Nvidia is many things according to Stein, but a pricey stock isn't one of them. Yeah, it seems to me like this man going all in on Nvidia. One man going all in on this one stock. He's saying it's not even too expensive right now. Quote, investors who believe NVDA is expensive should consider this. End quote. This is what he wrote. Nvidia stock trades at 35 times estimated earnings per share for this calendar year, and most what he deemed, quote, cheap, as is at the low end of Nvidia's historical valuation range and a sizable discount to the high growth chip peers. It's also inexpensive when considering Nvidia has the potential to grow earnings at a compound annual rate of more than 100% from calendar 2022 to 2025, he added. He sees Nvidia stock as the best data center investment, and he said that part of the company business gets the most focus these days. Meanwhile, the company can also capitalize on artificial intelligence at the edge, which he calculated as an $81 billion market. All that to say, he's bullish. That's it. Manager's bullish. So now, you can see from my price prediction, though, currently, I was looking for the price of Nvidia to go down. Can we both be right? Yes, we can. The idea to see Nvidia run to $1,177, it could be a little while before that happens. So maybe we may see Nvidia consolidate from what I'm thinking the market is trying to do. So when we did our price prediction in Nvidia, you guys can see that we already saw this first area of the buy zone. Okay. And Nvidia came and bounced off of that area on March the 11th. They already did that. So right now we can say this market is in a very tight consolidational trading range right here. And if it continues to trade within that tight range, then yeah, like William is saying, we can see it run up to $1,177 if it continues to trade within that tight consolidation range. But let's say that it doesn't. let's say that Nvidia begins to break past this first buy zone and go down to the other two that we have identified. It might take the market longer for William's price target to get hit. Here it is on the 2. So the only thing I can see right now is that there's still demand here. People are still buying Nvidia at these high prices. Why would I say that? Well, because look at this massive indication of weakness right there off of this 2-day price bar. You would expect the market to go down. So far, it's not going down. Price is still staying elevated. Price won't stay elevated unless people are in there buying. But it's staying elevated. That's how you can tell that these institutions are still here trying to gobble up Nvidia. Here it is on the 3. While there's demand coming in, buying up Nvidia, switching this thing over to the 3-day chart, I mean, you can see these indications of weakness up here at the top. We're getting these up fakes being triggered. This is the 3rd consecutive one being triggered in Nvidia. Now we still have 8 hours, I think. 8 hours and 35 minutes left. But this is our 3rd one of seeing weakness in Nvidia. Here it is on the 5. Nvidia on the weekly. Okay. So I'm not going to change my price prediction yet, but I do admit that we can see buyers trying to hold the market at our first buy zone. If that continues, then that will be the low of our price prediction. But it still looks pretty weak to me, especially right there on the 330-minute chart. Okay. So we already saw the market hit our first target. We might get another opportunity to see it bounce off that buy zone again, and then we can take it from there. But I really don't see that massive strength of looking for Nvidia running to $1,100 yet. $1,177 yet. I don't see it yet. And the next thing that you can tell is, like, it looks like the market is getting tired. Okay, which is going to be all the more important for buyers to hold this buy zone. Let me show you. As you can tell, the market in Nvidia is doing what? It's making lower highs. That's letting you know that the steam is running out of this massive move that we've seen thus far. So it's going to be all the more important for us to see these buyers hold that range. Okay, so that's pretty much it. I want to get your thoughts about, what do you think about the article, about William, his price target, and where do you think Nvidia is trying to go? Give me your thoughts. Make sure you maintain the profitability, and as always, trade different.